I would really expect better from you, Blair. Just saying, sweetie. I really looked up to her as like a content creator and as someone that researched her videos quite well. Hey guys, how are you doing today? I bet you were not thinking of getting a video, but I felt the need to kind of give more information and do this. I hate drama, but here we are.
I'm trying to build up engagement, gotta keep working and putting out content. They say this was the ending, it's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Now fuck with the drama. I'm trying to fuck up some comments.
So I had watched a video that Tipster did because it popped up because it involved Illuminaughtii. And for those that don't know, I started my channel basically because Illuminaughtii had a very big part in me leaving multi-level marketing. She had a very big part in that and had a very big part in influencing me and starting my channel. And when I first began with my little avatar here, I used to get a lot of comments from people that used to say that I reminded them of Illuminaughtii when she first began, and that was like the most amazing thing to me. It was like so special. It was like, oh my god. I really looked up to her as like a content creator and as someone that researched her videos quite well. And you know, she has a very professional looking area. She looks professional. And so I really looked up to that and tried to like emulate that professionalism as much as I could with my content. I hope I've done a little bit of that at least. Some drama had broken out between Blair, Illuminaughtii, and Madison, who is Cruel World Happy Mind. If you're not subscribed to her, go subscribe to her. She's fabulous. And she mainly makes anti-MLM content. And if you're here, you're probably here for the anti-MLM content mainly. So they had gotten into a bit of a tiff, and I had done a video on that, and we thought that the drama was over. And I think everyone was okay with it. Everyone was willing to move on. What has happened now, though, is Tipster has done a video and Tommy C's been doing videos. We have the drama creators onto this now. Yay. So, which is kind of funny because I don't remember them covering. Did they cover the Kimber stuff? Because boys, if you got some drama, and I know Illuminaughtii has more subs, but boy, did we got one for you. But they've picked up on the drama, and due to that, there's going to be quite a lot of people popping off right now about Illuminaughtii. And I have to say, I'm a little bit taken aback by Blair right now. Someone in the anti-MLM community, for those that don't know, I've been in the anti-MLM community for going on 3 years now. I, like came up a bit on Instagram when I was posting like memes and following a lot of the anti-MLM creators. People recognized me because when I was with It Works and I was a major Hun bot, I did get posted to the r/anti-MLM subreddit and to some of the Facebook pages and stuff because I was loud. I'm loud. I get noticed. It happens. Basically, I had the means to come up a little bit, and I started my channel in October of 2019. And then I've been doing mainly anti-MLM content. I also do r/. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, I started my channel wanting to emulate Blair. I looked up to her and her content so much, and the way that she grew her channel and everything. It was like just really cool to watch. I actually was a subscriber of hers, and I was there to celebrate her getting to 1,000 subscribers and so on. So like I've been an early sub. It's because of her that I really got into the anti-MLM community. So there's a clip, and I'm going to play the clip, but I am not going to like be showing it. I just took the little bit of the sound from it, and I'm going to show you some of my fan art that I'm making for Illuminaughtii right now. And we're going to talk about it, because there's some things that were said that were just really upsetting to me as somebody that is in the anti-MLM community and has been for a little bit now. I mean, I'm not like one of the OGs or anything, but that's my community. I'm known for being in the anti-MLM community. And so as someone that's in that community and who looked up to her, this was just really upsetting for me to hear. The one thing I am going to say, though, before I play the clip, I'm sorry if you guys haven't heard it yet. I'm sure a lot of you have heard it. I'm sure people watch Tommy C and Tipster out there. But I am going to say this. This is in no way, I don't want to be talking about the stuff that happened between Blair and Madison. I do have a little bit of an issue with the way that is being covered right now by these drama channels. I'm sorry, boys. It's just, Madison is a very strong, independent woman, and she and Blair talked for 3 hours. They worked things out, and whatever happened between them, I think, should rest. There are some other issues we can talk about when it comes to Blair. I just think that one needs to die. I understand some people do feel like she may have manipulated Madison or intimidated Madison in some way and gotten Madison to cave. I'm just having a hard time with that, because I know Madison to be a very, very strong, independent, strong-willed. She can stand on her own 2 feet, and it's very obvious to me that she can stick up for herself. If she has an issue, she had no problem going right to Illuminaughtii and writing her a message. So it's hard for me to really think that about Madison. In our community, what you have to understand about the anti-MLM community, for those of you that don't know us, you might know me though. For those of you that don't know, our community is usually the truth-seeking community, and we study manipulation tactics, and we kind of are hard people to do. I only get duped by men. I mean, it's hard for me to see Madison as a victim in this situation, and I don't want to ever portray someone as a victim when they're not a victim, just because of who I am as a person. It's really hard for me to do that. If you don't know, go find out. And so basically it's just like, I don't want to put that label on her when I feel like if they've sorted it out, she said her piece, she would have been able to stick up for herself in the conversation, and maybe we just need to let that go. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm not trying to be a bitch. So without further ado, let's just roll that little clip.
Yeah.
They come back to me. It's this small channel, I'll just say less than 50,000 subscribers at the time. And she sources me. She uses me as a source in her videos, for one. So I found it kind of funny. And she... That was the point. I was like, you can't claim that I'm copying you when you use me as a source, honey.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
She sources me. And then... obviously, the first thing I did before even looking at her videos is I went to look at her sourcing list, because I think that's really important, is what do you use? And she had 5 sources. I have to use a pastebin document because I have anywhere 30 to 70 sources per video. I don't play around. But she had like 5 sources. One was Wikipedia, one was BuzzFeed, one was like TMZ or something.
Oh my god.
The most, oh god.
Yeah.
And those sources are okay for a reference on certain things. Like I use Wikipedia as a starting point, because Wikipedia will generally give you an outline of where you should start looking. But those were mentioned this person's channel.
Yeah.
No, yourselves, but she appeared
mention this person's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of
DM really quick again. This is
more of like disgust from this first message where I go, I don't want to.
More of a documentary style, and then there's reaction, funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's you can't really.
You're trying to replicate that, and then when I cover a topic that you've already covered, I guess, then you say that I'm copying you. But I was like, honey, I've been doing the same thing. Like, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
and then she deleted the DM after a couple days, but I kept the screenshot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will remember this. I won't say anything, but I'll remember it.
I've screenshotted everyone who's done that.
I screenshot it too.
This is the thing, because you are in such a niche YouTube like genre category as well, because like you said, there aren't many people doing it, and the ones that aren't quite on, can't say on your level. They're not quite the same. I don't know how to say
kind
it
of
without
almost
saying
more
it.
like the beauty drama channels. They're more,
Yeah,
it's about
exactly.
the tea, it's being casual, and that's really what the difference is.
It's nice to watch yours that seem like it's done in a more of a documentary style, and then there's reaction, funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's you can't really. People are going to talk about the same subject. People are going to talk about similar things that are popular within that very niche category. You can't then start throwing around that. Oh, you're copying me. Only I'm allowed to talk about that.
Listen, I could do a smoky eye and someone messages me. You're copying me. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. But I mean, I don't discuss with most of this apparent MLM community. And this DM that I received was one of the first instances where I realized there was another community, and so that introduction was very negative. So I choose now that I know this community exists, I choose not to really associate with them out of more of like disgust from this first message where I go, I don't want to be associated with that kind of pettiness, that kind of behavior. It's just not, like, it detracts from our message. Like, what is the message of this community?
Right, exactly.
And I do feel like it's people jumping on the bandwagon or something they see as picking up in popularity rather than having this passion for it that you have and wanting to, not expose in that way, but, talk, bring this to light for everyone. Like you said, these are people jumping on a bandwagon, sitting there, reading off a few things they quickly Googled, and, like you said, jumping on the tea side of it, and, they don't have that same passion for it that you clearly do, and that shows throughout other people's videos, but...
It does, and it's not to hate on them, it is a different type of content. That's not what I do, so it offers a new perspective, and I just... Personally, to me, I feel like if you're going to be part of this apparent anti-MLM community, which is weird for me to say because I'm still just kind of like, that doesn't exist, but it does, apparently. The message is supposed to be, right, helping inform those who might be trapped in an MLM realize that something's not right here, or helping prevent people from going into them. And like you guys said, making fun of the people stuck in there, making fun of, that kind of stuff, not doing your research, putting half-assed information into the world, and then turning around and then trying to be petty and attack other creators in the same space who are trying to spread a message of awareness is tacky, and it cheapens the overall message, and it shouldn't be something that exists. It's not a personal thing. This is if you're going to abide by putting this message out into the world, you have to follow through with it, and there's no exceptions to that.
Exactly.
So hearing that was just a little bit disheartening to me, because it's like, okay, listen, you know that we exist as a community. You read through the r/anti-MLM subreddit. You should know. You've been to all of the anti-MLM subreddits. I know that you know that we're a community. I mean, how did you think all of those posts got into the same place? Like, what did you think that was? And it was just really, really hurtful to hear me say that she wanted nothing to do with our community. Another thing is, it was kind of hard to hear that she would take the experience with one person in a community and then throw that as a blanket on the whole community. I would really expect better from you, Blair. Just saying, sweetie. Like, that was just really upsetting for me. I was like, what do you mean you don't want anything to do with the community that you very much came up on as well? And my thing about this, guys, is, like, I'm not trying to start drama, and I'm not trying to, like, whatever. But we've been really, really hard on Kimber in terms of how she used the anti-MLM community to come up and, run scams with her home business teaching, YouTube teaching. What is that thing anyway? Like, what were these people supposed to be paying for? I still can't even figure it out. I'm just saying. We've been really hard on her, so my whole thing is we kind of have to give Illuminaughtii the same treatment. And for me, it's extremely hard. I just told you guys, I adore her and her content, but it's like I can't be sitting here and being really, really hard on Kimber and then know that Blair also came up a lot because of our community, and now she's bashing the community as well. It was done very publicly, and nobody's really saying anything in our community. Like, we have to kind of talk about this in the same way. We can't be giving special treatment to people out here just because we love them. I know, I get it. It's hard. But it's like, for me, it's like, I just did all these videos about Kimber, and then I did a video saying that we should let go of this Illuminati stuff. And when this kind of came out with Tipster and Tommy C especially, it was like, now everybody is going to know about this, and people are going to be looking at our community, the anti-MLM community, to kind of speak on this and say what we think. And I'm if you're wondering, I'm not happy. I'm hurt. I'm a little bit like, oh, well, that's nice to hear from the woman that, you know, someone in this community looks up to. Just saying. I feel like since I've become a YouTuber, every single YouTuber that I've ever looked up to has ended up sucking, and I've had a hard time. I'm scared to like anyone else out here. They're gonna end up crashing. What's going on? So, I mean, for me, I have to give the same treatment to everyone out here. If I expect one person to not disrespect our community when they have also used our community to come up, I also have to say that I don't appreciate when Blair Illuminaughtii does it, because that's being fair. That's being non-biased. That's being real. All right? I'm a real bitch. You get real with me. And that's the thing. I have to keep it real. And that shit was fucked up. It's messed up to say that. You look like an idiot. I mean, what do you want me to say to you? You're someone who we never thought would look like an idiot, and then here you are looking like an idiot, Blair. It's happening right now. Can you not do that? Please do let me know what you think of this, especially if you're in the anti-MLM community. I'm hurt. And I don't really know, like, do we expect an apology on this from Blair? Do we, like, what do we do? Is she going to lose subscribers from this, from our community? Kimber did. Like, I'm just saying, again, we have to give the same treatment. I can't be given special treatment. Otherwise, then I'm just a biased bitch, and I can only be a bitch. So it's one thing going on at a time. So please do give this video a like, subscribe if you're new here. I am doing a giveaway at the end of the month with my 1,000 subscribers. So, you know, subscribe. No matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous night. I know I'm popping off at late because I'm crazy. Apparently, you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow for our party. We're having a party at 1:30 p.m. Eastern to celebrate me reaching 1,000 subscribers, because it finally happened and we can celebrate that now. So we're going to be doing just a fun ass stream. So come and join it and we'll have fun. Alrighty. So I'll see you then. Bye. And Blair, stop being a bitch, please. And can you please credit me in that Sensi video? Because you didn't credit me in that video. And I don't want to make a big deal out of it. I really, really don't. But can you, so that I don't have to? Thank you. Love you. Don't be mad at me. I just gotta keep it real, baby. I would really expect better from you, Blair. Just saying, sweetie.
I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Now fuck with the drama. I'm trying to fuck up some commas. I'd rather make me some dollars. I'm doing good, just like my karma. Two-face, I can't trust that. You spare lies, I state facts. Heard your songs, they cheat code. Headshot, then I reload. Catch me all in the kill zone. They say this was the ending, it's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting